What's up guys, I'm Andy from 1A Auto. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the blower motor on this 2001 BMW 325Xi. If you need this part or other parts for your vehicle, click the link in the description and head over to 1aauto.com. Take this cover off right here. There's some turn clips right here, just twist them. This one's a little stuck. Remove this cover. There we go. This cover just slides out straight like that. Pull this cabin filter out, just slide it out of position. We're going to take these 4 screws out. We're going to use a Torx bit. I'm just going to use a T30 Socket extension and a ratchet. Take these out. Once you loosen them, you can do it by hand, and they should stay with the cover. There's a cage on there, so you just loosen them up so they're in there loose. All right, those are all loose. That's good. Now we're going to take a pocket screwdriver or a thin straight blade screwdriver, go in behind here, release the clips on this cover right here. We want to take the wires out of here, slide these out, just like that. We should be able to grab this and just rotate it up slightly and pull it out. Next, I want to take these 2 bolts out. There's one right here, one right there. There may possibly be a bolt right there. This vehicle doesn't have one, so just double check right there. I'm going to use a T30 socket extension and a ratchet. Once it's loose, you can do it by hand. And that's also caged. That's going to stay with the panel. Just rotate it up a little bit. Pull it out. There is a little tab right here, so be careful not to break that. If you just slide this out a little bit, you can get that out. I'm going to take a 90-degree pick tool, just get under this clip, just slide it off. Just make sure you don't drop this clip. It should stay in there. Yep. Same with this one. Slide that out of the way. And that's good. There's a screw. It's right there. I want to take that screw out. I'm going to use a T20 socket extension and a ratchet. All right, just make sure you grab that screw, or just use a little magnet so you don't lose it. Okay, now we're going to grab this cover right here on the side, pull up. I'm just going to use a 90-degree pick, a long one. Get in behind here. There's a little lock tab right here. Just lift that up. There's another one on this side. Lift that up a little bit. You could slide this up. All right, so you have to move those clips out of the way. Get past the clip right there. And you have to get past this clip on this side. Just be careful not to bend it. Just like that. Slide this cover out of the way. There we go, that's off. To gain a little more access to this blower motor assembly, I'm going to remove these covers. It's going to make it a lot easier. I'm going to use a 10mm socket, and I am going to use a power ratchet. You can use a regular ratchet if you don't have one. Loosen these up. pull this out of the way. Then we're gonna remove this cover as well. Remove the oil fill cap. And there's two little covers on this cover right here. Just use a straight blade screwdriver. Take these covers off, right here and right here. And then there's two nuts that I need to remove. I'm gonna use the same 10mm socket and the same power ratchet. Just take a magnetic tool to grab the nuts. You can grab this cover and slide it right out. So that we don't drop anything down here by accident, we're just gonna put the oil cap back on. I'm gonna take some needle nose pliers, just grab right here, grab this door. This little lock slides up, and then pull this door out of the way, set that aside. And then there's some screws. There's a screw there, and there's a screw up top here. Take those out. I'm gonna use a T20 extension and a ratchet. Take these screws out. As I loosen them up, I am gonna take a magnet and just hold it next to the screw so it doesn't fall. I don't wanna lose the screw. Pull that out, and then do the same with the other two. Now we're just gonna grab this panel right here, slide this out. Twist it a little bit to the side, and then you can get it out. Now we're gonna get to this connector. There's two lock tabs on the side. You just squeeze those, disconnect the connector. And then underneath here, we're gonna release this little latch right here. You can use a pick tool if you need to. You can try to get it with your fingers, but it's a little tight. Just use a 90-degree pick and just pull forward like that. And then you can slide the motor out. Keep in mind that the black side of the blades go on the passenger side. The white side goes on the driver's side. You can slide it to the side and just pull it up. Oops. And there it is. We want to remove this bracket. I'm just gonna take a T20 socket, extension and a ratchet. I'll take these bolts out. There's 4 screws that hold this on. Grab this bracket and just slide it forward. Pull that up. Here's the old part. Here's the new part from 1AAuto.com. As you can see, the cage is the same. The connector is the same. Has the same motor configuration. And it comes with a new bracket because the motor is slightly different. Get yours at 1AAuto.com and you can do it yourself. All right, we're gonna take this new bracket, just line this up, push that down. There's some like little rubber grommets set in there nicely. And take the screws, get these screws started. Be careful not to drop them. If you do, then just use a magnet to pick them up. Then I'm going to use the T20 socket extension, tighten these down. Just snug them down, not too tight. It is plastic that you're screwing into. Before you put the blower motor back in, you want to make sure you vacuum in this area, get any pine needles out or anything that has gotten in there. All right, now we're going to take the blower motor. Now the white side is going to the driver's side, the black side goes towards the passenger side. this in position. Now before I completely push it onto the bracket, I am going to take this hold down. I want to get this started. So this is going to clip into the top part of the bracket. So we have that clipped in. And the motor is going to sit in that position and just lock it down. Just push it like that. Now if it seems like the motor's, you're having difficulty with that, the motor has to be in a certain position for it to lock down. And we'll take the connector, line the connector up, and lock it down. And there we go, that's in. Now we'll take this bracket right here, slide this back in position. There is a little area right here where it's going to clip in underneath there. So make sure you slide that on and get the holes lined up. All right, now we're going to take these screws. I'll take the T20 socket extension, and I'm just going to use my finger to hold the screw on to get it started. I'm not going to tighten that all the way down. I want to get them all started first. Put that one in there as well. And this top one might be a little bit difficult. Just try to balance it on this one carefully. You could always use a little piece of tape and tape the screw to the to the T20. Then take a ratchet, and once they're all in, just snug them up. Not too tight. It is in plastic. Just snug. Now I'll take this door, line this back up the way it came out, and then push this little lever down. Lock it in place. All right, now we'll just take this cover, slide this in position like this. You're gonna watch out for these clips underneath here. Slide those clips to the side a little bit. Try to get this cover over those clips. That, and then it's going to clip in up top. Now we'll just secure these clips in from down below. Just take a right angle pick, slide this up like that. Same with this one. Lock it in place. That looks good. We'll put that last screw in. We'll reinstall this bracket. Keep in mind there's these two slots on the bottom, so it has to slide down, and then these two guide pins on the side. So let's slide this in position. We're going to pull out on this little bracket there. And slide it down. There, and that's gonna go right like that. Then I'm gonna take a T30 socket and ratchet, tighten these two bolts up. If your vehicle had another bolt right there or a push pin, reinstall that. We're gonna reinstall the engine cover. Take the oil cap off, slide this back in position. the oil cap back on. I'm going to install the nuts. Just take the 10mm socket, get those started. That one plus this one. I'm going to use my electric ratchet. If you don't have an electric one, you can use a manual one. Just snug that one down. Same with that, snug it down. Take these covers, install those right there and right here. All right, we need to pay attention to these two little tabs. They're gonna slide underneath the intake. And I have the two bolts already lined up. Get those started. Take my 10mm socket. All right, those are started. Now I'm just gonna use my electric ratchet, tighten these two bolts up. And then at this point, if you had covers over these, you would put those on. This vehicle doesn't have them. It's similar to these covers. Now we're gonna install this piece. I'm just gonna slide this underneath here like this. Make sure you have these screws pulled back as much as possible. Once you get it lined up, and we can get those started. Take a T30 socket, an extension. Start tightening these screws down. Once they're all started, you can snug them down. They're all started. Just gonna use an electric ratchet. If this weather strip is flipped under, flip that up. Same with this one. And we can install these wires underneath. Just get that lined up. Take this wire, this one's going on the top. Just like that. Take this cover, just line this up. Just like that. Take the cabin filter, line that up. Just like that. And this cover slides back into position. And get these started. And twist to the right. Now we can test, make sure it works. Look at all the dust.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1AAuto.com for quality auto parts shipped to your door, the place for DIY auto repair. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button.